up, y'all? Jay here. So, welcome to my first iteration of the Shillverse. So let's just get right into it with the Shillverse. I'll explain to you what it is later. So, my first occupants, tenants, whatever you want to call it, of the Shillverse are going to be the Hodgetwins. So, prior to all this, I want to say one thing. So, I want to make it clear. I'm not going to be speaking about anything political in this video. Their political standards are political standards, have nothing to do with me. They have the right to have whatever stand on whatever line, whatever side, whatever they want to. I want to speak about something in particular with these two. Hence why they are the first entrances into the Shillville. And that will be a word, grifting, of which I feel they are. And this is why. Per this picture that you can see here of the Hodgetwins, I started watching the Hodgetwins years ago when I was trying to, get in shape, work out and whatnot. First they were just, they're twins, as you can see, obviously. And they would get on there, making crude jokes, talking about various things. And then they got into fitness, working out, which was some of the most low energy workout videos I used to see back then. But, they were funny. They kind of played off each other very well or whatnot. Per my understanding, they both have parents are of African-American descent. They both are married. They're not married to people, that are African-American. Doesn't really matter who who they decide to marry with. But it plays into what I'm going to get into in a second here. Then over the years, they got into food reviews, as you see here. Clear glazers, right? As you see here. And that was the thing, funny food reviews and all these things. Kind of got away from the working out aspect of things. They had a little icon, for the Hodgetwins, which was the barbell. They kept that as it was their logo, but they got far away from that after a while. And then I noticed something about 4.5 years ago. This is what I noticed. Their entire aesthetic changed. Now, I do know that they are ex-military. And, thank you for their service to all military. But they went from being kind of clean-cut workout guys, talking very crude things and whatnot. They would talk about, being black and just a bunch of things. But at a certain point, it became their aesthetic changed. They went to wearing the things that typically would be seen as more rustic country type, just their look. Overall changed. You're allowed to dress however you want to. But at the same time as their aesthetics changed, what they were speaking about, the things that they project out changed completely also. They went to having these, just everything was just different. It's very clear. I don't want to seem like I am bashing any sectors because I'm not. It's about them specifically. Because at the same time, it seemed as though they were ingratiating themselves to a certain demographic and a certain viewpoint that was being spewed upon at that point in time. And that is the problem, because here's the thing. You have the right to feel however you want. You have the right to believe in whatever you want. Your moral values, your political values, if you're a liberal, if you're conservative, all those things are completely up to the person who holds them within themselves and how they live their lives. And I respect that 1,000%. But one of these variations of these twins is fake. Here's why. Certain viewpoints, certain things that they would speak upon, people that they would speak upon in a negative way. And as I said, their whole aesthetic was not this 5 to 6 years ago. 5 to 6 years ago was completely different. Now, this is them, which is fine. But were you being fake then? Or did you just not have the wherewithal? Or did you not have enough, belief in whatever it is that make you get to this point to where now you spew these things and you change your whole aesthetic and you gravitate in a certain direction? So either this is fake or that was fake. Which one of it is it? Is it the previous you that when you built your following, when you were being the twins that you were, when you were speaking the way you did, when you were being funny in that manner, when you weren't denigrating anybody from whatever race, religion, creed whatsoever? They were just talking. They were just being themselves. They were working out. They were eating food. They were making us laugh. They were having fun. Or is this the fake you? The ones who seem to grift a certain way, no longer do the food reviews. Why? Because maybe this is what makes the money, so you need to gravitate that way. One of these two is fake, which means you're leading one group of your following astray. And that is the problem. Don't give a damn about, what you believe in there. That is your choice completely. If you feel the way you do about the views that you say forth, hey, you have the right to do so. Do I think they're problematic? Possibly, but those are your views. But which one of these variants are you? That is why you're getting all the heat that you're getting now. That is why you are viewed the way you are now. It took a while for me to do this video because this wasn't necessarily a sphere I wanted to get into, and I'm not even in it. But having been a fan of these two back when they were just eating and talking about things, having fun, making videos with their daughters and, you know, stuff like that, when it was just fun, it wasn't this BS that they are on now. You can see a clear transition, both with content and aesthetic. That makes you a grifter. And that means you don't have a problem leading one of your audiences, whether it be your legacy audience from the beginning or the audience that you have now. You have no problem leading those people astray for financial gain. It's very unfortunate. And if that is the case, hey, I said a lot about the two of you, but whatever. At the end of the day, you are shills, you are grifters, and I welcome you to the Shillverse, where I'm just the landlord and I see all y'all goofy asses here in this world for you guys to, you know, just take up occupancy and space as you do currently. Welcome to Hodgetwins, to the Shillverse.